From trending hashtags to popular topics, social media has taken over the way college students interact with each other. In a society where interacting and oversharing online is the norm, social media interaction has dominated both online and offline conversations. According to a recent study by USA Today, it found that even where there is an opportunity to see people face to face, up to 11% of adults still prefer to stay at home and communicate on their devices instead.
It's definitely changed how people communicate face to face. Because people really don't communicate now because they're always looking down at their phones. Whereas maybe beforehand, people would just have a casual conversation. Now we look at our phones, or we might even take each other while we're sitting right next to each other.
Social media has affected my life, I would say in a major way, because the majority of my day, I'm not gonna lie, I'm always on my phone on social media, just trying to see what people are talking about.
We got a chance to sit down and talk with professor and graduate student Zantel Nichols to get her side on how social media has changed her classroom curriculum and how it has impacted her as a graduate student.
One, it increased our need to be current because social media is constantly changing and students can find current information and what's going around the world like so fast. It forces faculty to make sure that they're staying current by looking at social media, whether it be Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, that there's real-time information.
I think social media hinders actual races today because it don't teach them how to communicate well with their peers or their colleagues. I think that most kids our age, they go to the social media network to express their feelings, and they forget that before it was social media or anything, you had pen and paper.
I believe that social media affects interpersonal communication because it is a channel that's in the way of people being able to have face-to-face communication. You don't get the availability of reading nonverbal communication, which sometimes takes up to 85% of sending the certain message and not just words.
Has impacted students tremendously on an interpersonal level, and I can't speak of that as a positive because it's become problematic because our students are not being able to interact face to face. They oftentimes lack the skills or the coping skills to interact with someone in conflict or when it's time to address a concern or issue. And that makes it difficult because they're so used to texting or using Facebook to voice their opinion. So when they're in face-to-face interactions or in public situations, they don't know how to manage that anxiety that they would normally have.
What else was I supposed to say?
We can see things happen. I don't like this answer.
You see him? Oh, you keep trying to say it's Ryan without a V.